The following is a Hell in a Cell match! Introducing first, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 275 pounds, Drew McIntyre!
Ladies and gentlemen, it was 27 years ago to the day in St. Louis, Missouri, where the Hell in a Cell structure first surrounded the ring. And on that night, The Undertaker faced Shawn Michaels in an epic battle. On the night when The Undertaker's brother, the Demon Kane, would appear for the first time in WWE. Since that night, Hell in a Cell has made history.
It's made history while simultaneously tearing flesh, shattering bodies, ending careers, and altering lives.
Drew McIntyre steps inside Hell for the third time in his career. He is yet to win in this matchup, losing to Randy Orton for the WWE Championship 4 years ago, losing to Bobby Lashley 3 years ago. Tonight, Drew McIntyre hopes to end that streak and end the career of CM Punk. You know, Corey, another interesting statistic, Drew McIntyre made his premium live event debut 15 years and 1 day ago. Ironically, in the Hell in a Cell premium live event. Oh, how Drew McIntyre has come so far from that day. Hello again, everybody. It's our pleasure to join us here in Atlanta tonight. I'm Michael Cole. He's Corey Graves. It is going to be an historic night.
You know, Cole, in this industry, we generally try to avoid using the word hatred. Superstars usually maintain certain levels of professionalism. Not the case with CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. You can see by the look in McIntyre's eyes, he has one mission tonight, to end CM Punk for good.
Celebrities and Hall of Famers joining us in Atlanta tonight. Of course, a city rich in professional wrestling history.
Well, when the stakes are the highest, the stars come out and shine the brightest. We are joined right behind us at ringside by the Hall of Famer himself. Goldberg is in the house beside his son Gage, taking in tonight's sights and sounds.
And also, there's my guy, Killer Mike, Grammy Award-winning rapper, actor, and activist from right here in Atlanta, member of the critically praised hip-hop duo, Run the Jewels.
Let me guess, Cole, you got Killer Mike that seat.
I did. Hung out with him backstage, took pictures with him, signed autographs.
Big hip-hop guy.
Took his nickname from me.
Shoelace?
Killer Mike.
Opponent from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
Corey, CM Punk in his career is 2-2 in Hell in a Cell matches, but this is his first in nearly 11 years. Right here in Atlanta, back in 2012, CM Punk actually had a Hell in a Cell match against Ryback, defeating him inside this structure. but you used the word hatred before. That is what this is about for these two men. They want to end each other's careers. They want to maim each other. They want to send each other to the hospital.
This is not wholly unfamiliar territory, psychologically speaking, for CM Punk. If you look back years ago in Punk's career, once upon a time, he admitted in order to destroy the monsters of the world, he himself must become a monster. Punk has got to tap into that side of himself tonight if he wants to walk out of the cell or Atlanta at all.
He said Drew McIntyre has made him the man his worst critics say he is. McIntyre, on the other hand, tweeted out and also had a very emotional video today where he said this is not going to be classic. It's not going to be cinema. It is going to be mutually assured destruction. Matchup is underway. The official here tonight in this matchup inside the ring is Sean Bennett. Daphne LaShawn is outside of Hell in a Cell. The rules of the matchup are simple. You win via pinfall or submission. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Punk and McIntyre. The trilogy starts now. And here we go, McIntyre and Punk.
And from the opening swing, State Farm Arena is rocking. You can tell the WWE Universe is in a downright sanguineous mood tonight.
McIntyre. And CM Punk unloading. McIntyre, of course, beat Punk back at SummerSlam. Punk will return the favor in the scrap match at Bash in Berlin. The night after that, a couple of nights later, McIntyre would attack Punk. He would beat him so viciously. He would rip off CM Punk's bracelet, and he would shove the beads into Punk's mouth, angering Punk to the point that we're here today.
As this match progresses, we'll find out, did Drew McIntyre do what Punk claimed? Did McIntyre summon the devil himself, or has Drew been successful in clouding Punk's headspace? Is Punk's psyche all over the place because he's clouded by rage?
Yeah, but what about McIntyre? Drew McIntyre said that his wife has become second best in his heart due to the hatred that he has for CM Punk.
McIntyre has masterfully played his mind games leading up to this point as Punk's lower back crashes into the steel in the early moments of this one.
But also, Corey, let's not forget the obsession that McIntyre has had with Punk and what Punk has cost McIntyre on a number of occasions, the World Championship, including at WrestleMania. Punk now blocks and CM Punk drives McIntyre. McIntyre able to block, however.
Both superstars right now attempting to utilize the cage like a cheese grater.
When you have the opportunity to talk to some of the legends who've been in Hell in a Cell over the years, the one thing they will tell you is that to be successful, you have to use the cell as a weapon. You have to use it to your advantage.
Tonight, these superstars know that pain is not the enemy. Pain is the call to greatness.
McIntyre into the steel. And now, CM Punk driving his shoulders into the ribs of the Scottish Warrior. And again driving McIntyre into the steel structure.
Here's the aforementioned strategy of utilizing the cell to your advantage. You are surrounded by a gigantic weapon.
Punk has said on a number of occasions this is not the man that he wants to be. The man that Drew McIntyre has made him over the past number of months. Beginning at the Royal Rumble when McIntyre injured Punk, cost him an opportunity at WrestleMania.
This may not be the man who CM Punk wants to be, Michael Cole, but this is who CM Punk has been, who CM Punk is in his heart. No fear, no hope. Fight tonight like there's no tomorrow, because for Punk, there may not be.
And the same goes for McIntyre.
You're absolutely right.
McIntyre said, Punk, you think you're supernatural, but you're nothing but a man. And Punk now with a steel chair in hand, and McIntyre Averting disaster with a boot right to the midsection. And now, with a chair to the spine of Punk. This will not be a 5-star wrestling classic. That is for sure. These men want to punish and maim one another.
Limited only by the confines of the cell and their own imaginations.
Very few men are ever the same when they walk out of this structure.
This is what makes McIntyre so dangerous,
Goodness.
so devastating. The Scottish Warrior is absolutely ruthless in every sense of the word.
McIntyre now looking for some more weapons. I mean, you ask a guy like the Undertaker, Corey, who's been inside this structure 14 times in his career. Every time he left, he was never the same.
That in and of itself is nothing short of miraculous. I doubt that record will ever be topped. And McIntyre now looking through a toolbox under the ring, utilized to construct the ring. And my God, nearly took Punk's head off with a wrench.
And now CM Punk unloading on McIntyre. And Punk using the wrench now, driving it into the face of McIntyre.
And again, CM Punk knows what he has to do. This isn't what he wanted, but this is what Punk will do to win.
And how long can you last? How deep can you dig? How long will you be locked in this structure? Yes, guys like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, who in 2004 had the longest ever Hell in a Cell match at over 47 minutes. Will Punk and McIntyre go longer than that tonight? And now driving Punk back down to the mat.
Both of these superstars have landed some seriously heavy artillery in the early moments of this matchup, as McIntyre connects with a boot right to the forehead of CM Punk.
And the official is there to either count a 1, 2, 3 or the tap out. There are no other rules inside Hell in a Cell. And McIntyre just ripped the legs off that table, and Drew's going to use those legs as a weapon, or at least attempt to. That would have been a disaster, and now a drop toe hold. Adam's apple first into the table.
And McIntyre got his hands up as best he could to protect his throat, but there was definitely some contact.
And now it's CM Punk with the legs of the table in his hands, utilizing it as a weapon, driving it into the face of McIntyre, and now trying to choke the life from Drew as he pounds away with the right hand.
And the WWE Universe learning alongside Drew McIntyre that the inside of CM Punk's head is a scary, scary place.
The point I was going to make is, Corey, you probably know, CM Punk, better than anyone. You guys were the best of friends a number of years ago. You've seen Punk. You've seen the good and the bad side of this man.
But even myself, I don't know what Punk is truly capable of. I have never been trapped inside of Hell in a Cell with CM Punk.
And again, driving McIntyre, spine and head first into that table.
It has never been a matter of self-preservation with anybody I've seen step in the ring with CM Punk. McIntyre has made it abundantly clear he wants to end Punk's career, ruin Punk's life tonight.
Now Punk looks like he wants to do the same to McIntyre. And look at trying to drive McIntyre. His eye into the leg of the table. McIntyre trying to somehow block, and does. Hey, listen, Punk said, despite the best efforts of my family to stop me from going into this matchup, he goes, I can't afford a Hell in a Cell match at this point in my career. But if this means the end of my career, so be it, because I have to end Drew McIntyre.
That just speaks volumes to how deep under the skin of CM Punk McIntyre has managed to get.
And now Punk with McIntyre up on his shoulders.
They're thinking about go to sleep. McIntyre wisely grasping the cell.
Claymore! Claymore! Claymore by McIntyre! Driving Punk to the floor! This is going to be one of those nights.
If nothing else, with this Claymore, Drew McIntyre has bought himself some extremely valuable time to recover, to regain his bearings, and to figure out new ways to torture his opponent.
The CM Punk chants Ringing through the State Farm here in Atlanta. Sold out, over nearly 17,000 on hand here tonight. Now McIntyre again looking to use his power. And now with Punk up, McIntyre launching Punk into the steel!
Face first! Ramrodding Punk into the cell.
You know, Corey, we talk about McIntyre a lot. He's Terminator-like. The way that he's built, and now look at the power from McIntyre to Punk.
We've called him a Scottish warrior, we've called him a Terminator, but I believe the term psychopath is most apropos tonight.
Hey, you and I both had the opportunity to talk to Drew earlier today. He had that deep, faraway look in his eyes, like, I don't even know if he knew what he was talking about.
Well, right now, Drew McIntyre is loving what he's seeing. CM Punk has begun to bleed after meeting the steel face first.
And it is what McIntyre promised.
But tonight, these hallowed grounds may very well run red. This could finish it off.
That's off the head
my God.
of CM Punk.
Oh, God.
The State Farm Arena, which sits on the site of the legendary Omni in downtown Atlanta, that has seen some of the great battles, some of the most vicious battles in the history of wrestling. And tonight, another chapter added. McIntyre, Punk in a cell. Oh my goodness! Hatred. Disdain. Disgust.
I'm gonna end your career. Your wife is gonna leave you. No!
McIntyre reiterating the deeply insulting comments he made on Monday Night Raw about Punk's wife. McIntyre wants to prove to the WWE Universe that he is a man of his word, that the Scottish Warrior will be the one responsible for ending Punk once and for all.
And now back to the toolbox.
Oh my God.
Forcing the wrench, I believe it is, right into the open wound of CM Punk. And Punk writhing and screaming in pain. Now look at the sick look on McIntyre's face. Sadistic, remorseless.
It's only driving and fueling McIntyre.
Punk, a crimson mask has fallen over his face.
The best time to see red as a superstar is when it's coming from your opponent.
And now McIntyre ripping out yet another table in a match that thus far has been very one-sided. CM Punk desperately, I'm not even sure Punk knows where he's at, Corey.
I gotta agree with you. Sean Bennett's in there keeping an eye on the situation, checking on Punk, making sure Punk can continue. But listen, to your point, I know CM Punk extremely well. You're gonna have to stop this match to protect Punk from himself, because Punk will not quit.
And think about this, Corey. You throw out the Royal Rumble, right? This is CM Punk's third match. Drew McIntyre wrestles every single week almost. And now Punk's locked inside a cage against the man who's he's a psycho. He's an absolute psychopath, McIntyre, who's in the best shape of his career, and now he just wants to do harm. That's all he wants to do here.
Listen, Cole, you and I are both guilty of leaning into the romance of this industry. It's amazing to have CM Punk back in WWE in 2024, inside Hell in a Cell. But let's look at the reality of the situation. Punk has not been competing at this level for quite some time, particularly not against someone as dangerous as Drew McIntyre. Punk might be outgunned tonight.
And you notice the black armband on the left bicep of McIntyre. He told us he was wearing that tonight because this was Punk's funeral. He was wearing black out of, quote, respect for CM Punk.
McIntyre also wanted to offer his apologies in advance for what he does to the straight-edge superstar.
Now Punk, though, looking to rally, drives back into the corner. There's that patented running knee. The patented high knee from Punk, but Punk can't capitalize.
That might have been it, Cole. That might have been a last gasp from Punk. CM Punk needs to tap into those energy reserves if they exist anymore.
Oh, now Punk,
oh, no.
Punk in trouble, trying to hang on. And now Punk climbing up to the top rope.
You can see Punk blinking his eyes, opening them wide as the blood begins to run through. I don't know, Cole, if you've had blood in your eyes, you can't see a damn thing. And if you can't see, you can't fight.
I can only imagine the pain as Punk now with he has a wrench in his hand as he climbs up to the top rope. Punk gonna use it as a weapon. McIntyre was able to intercept and send Punk across the ring with a suplex. Look at the look on the face of McIntyre. And a kip up to rub it in the face of CM Punk, who, Corey, for much of the last 10 minutes or so, has looked absolutely helpless and defenseless. And now McIntyre looks for the kill shot, and Punk wisely rolled out of the ring.
That was brilliant. That is veteran ring awareness from CM Punk.
Punk is physically maimed, exhausted, beaten. Oh! And a toolbox to the face of McIntyre! And suddenly Punk's got a chance!
If nothing else, Punk has some time to compose himself to try to get his sight back to 100%.
Watch this. Bang! Right off the face of Drew.
Oh, no.
And now McIntyre's been cut open. And now it's McIntyre who's bleeding and tasting his own blood. And now CM Punk into the ring, toolbox in hand, using it as a weapon and unloading on McIntyre.
We're gonna have to break out the Muda scale pretty soon as Punk makes the climb to the top turnbuckle, toolbox in hand.
McIntyre can't see, trying to wipe the blood, and again, he's taken down.
Blinded, battered, brutalized.
Blinded by blood, blinded by rage, blinded by hate. These two men destroying each other inside the cell. And there's the running knee by Punk again. A little bit more on that one this time. And now the momentum beginning to build by Punk. And there's a third to McIntyre. And now it's McIntyre who's in trouble. And off the Bulldog, Drew McIntyre's on Dream Street.
And I don't know where Punk is getting it, but he's summoning the energy, summoning the will to turn the tides inside the cell.
And now Punk calling for the end. McIntyre struggling somehow to get to his feet. Grabbing the ropes. Punk now setting up for the go to sleep. The GTS. McIntyre fighting out, however.
Counters for counters, and back up again goes Drew.
GTS! Go to sleep! McIntyre's down, but he rolls out of the ring!
And I don't know if that was wherewithal or instinct from McIntyre, but Punk realizes that may have been his best shot to end this. Take another look. Punk hoisting up the massive McIntyre. Knee directly on the temple. Drew may have been out, but McIntyre able to roll under the bottom rope, and this one rolls on.
This is absolutely incredible. And CM Punk, I don't know if you saw moments ago, Corey, Punk was laughing. Punk was laughing at the destruction that's happening here just feet away from us. Punk now, McIntyre, Claymore from out of nowhere, McIntyre for the win, hook to the leg, Punk's still in it, Punk is still in it.
This is unreal. McIntyre instinctively now with a Claymore, coming within an eyelash of victory, but CM Punk survives.
What an incredible match, Corey. I mean, I don't even know if we should call it a match. I mean, this is a fight. This is a brawl.
However you describe it, it is quickly becoming unforgettable. And McIntyre looking to end it.
And McIntyre, once again, with Punk in trouble. McIntyre looking for another Claymore. Oh, Punk able to move out of harm's way. And now Punk gonna turn things around. Punk gonna look for a submission hold here.
Does Punk have it in him to finish it?
And we saw this in Bash in Berlin. Going for a sharpshooter, I believe, here. And he's got it in. And remember, McIntyre tapped. He tapped in Berlin. He tapped out to this in Berlin.
Oh, if you ask McIntyre, Drew outsmarted Punk in Berlin. But right now, center of the ring, inside the cell, McIntyre is counting down the seconds before he submits.
Remember, ropes will not break. And now using a wrench and pounding away with the wrench to Punk. And Punk forced to break the hold. You know, there are medical staff here at ringside, Corey. They can do nothing to stop this. All they can do is look on as McIntyre continues to barbarically brutalize Punk.
McIntyre trying to carve up CM Punk's face like a jack-o'-lantern. It is hell on earth inside Hell in a Cell for both Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. And listen, this is an understandable decision by Sean Bennett, just trying to wipe the blood out of the eyes of the superstars so that they can continue, so that they can do their best to protect themselves from potential catastrophe. But that's all you can hope for.
And McIntyre's expression changing. Punk's expression changing as well. And now Punk with the right hand. And McIntyre as well. McIntyre, Punk, McIntyre, Punk. Old school brawl.
Here we go.
Looking for
future shock.
The future shock, which is what injured Punk at the Rumble. And now Punk with McIntyre up top. Lands on his feet and a big chop to Punk. Kick from Punk, both men down. Critical moment now in this match between these warriors, these veterans. It all began last November with the return of CM Punk to WWE at Survivor Series. And that ticked off a lot of superstars, including Drew McIntyre, who believed Punk wanted to kill this business, that CM Punk had no business being back in WWE, a company he had buried for a decade. And that has driven us to tonight, in the final match in this trilogy between Punk and McIntyre.
And in some twisted way, Drew McIntyre feels that he's doing the right thing by all of WWE by eliminating Punk once and for all.
Oh, and Punk caught him.
The WWE Universe certainly doesn't seem to agree, but you can't tell McIntyre otherwise.
As intense a match as you'll ever see. McIntyre now just powering up Punk.
Oh, God. Oh, good God.
Oh, my God! Through the table! Through the damn table!
Punk ain't getting up. My God.
First off, it was the power of McIntyre, and then it was this impact. Both men crashing through the table, and everything they put their bodies through here in this match, Corey.
And it's difficult to tell who got the worst of that landing, of the exchange. Was it McIntyre? Was it Punk? Drew, obviously the first to stir.
Punk has not moved. McIntyre must get Punk back in the ring for a pinfall or a tap out. What these two men are putting themselves through tonight.
Cole, you and I have talked all day about all the history in pro wrestling in Atlanta, about the last battle of Atlanta between Tommy Rich and Buzz Sawyer. This may be setting a whole new standard of brutality in this business.
And now McIntyre grabbing the steel steps now. Punk hasn't moved, Corey. CM Punk has not moved.
And I don't know if he's going to start, Cole. I'm starting to get worried.
Punk is a sitting duck.
These guys are
And
professional.
McIntyre, he can't even pick up the steps.
They're superstars, but at the end of the day, they're damn human beings, Cole.
McIntyre gonna try one more time to lift those very insanely heavy steel steps.
And Drew's right here in front of us, Cole. Look at the lacerations and the welts on the back of Drew McIntyre.
And McIntyre doing everything he can to lift those steel steps up. McIntyre now climbing one step, and he's gonna toss, try to toss. I have no idea. McIntyre can't even get the steps in the ring. His back is absolutely killing him.
McIntyre doing his best to soldier forward to continue this onslaught on CM Punk. Thank God Punk's moving.
Yeah, Punk finally able to make it to his knees. But Punk, he's got just that look in his eyes is almost one of defeat, Corey. It's like, how much more can I put myself through?
But Punk won't accept defeat, Cole. That's what worries me. That's why I'm grateful Sean Bennett's in there, because Punk won't quit until his heart stops, or until the lights go out and Punk can't continue.
And McIntyre now just collapses in the ring. Both men are down. And what has been an unbelievably physical match that has taken an unbelievable toll on both of these men. Punk, though, with McIntyre up, go to sleep again. McIntyre down, cover for the win. McIntyre kicked out, you gotta be kidding me!
I don't have the words.
I do. Somebody win this damn match and end this brutality. That's what has to happen here.
I mean, the match is continuing. We know the goal for both superstars was to end the other's career. The match is still going on, and I guarantee you both of them are flirting with career-threatening injury.
Yeah, but these are two men that don't need this, Corey. Everything that come, wait a minute, McIntyre now! McIntyre! Up to the top of the steps! White noise to Punk! He may have broken his back! McIntyre for the win and the cover! 1, 2, Punk is alive! Punk is alive!
Punk is alive, but I don't think Punk's anywhere close to getting back into this fight, Cole. Look at this white noise again. How high on Punk's back he lands. Listen.
Oh my goodness.
Impact that echoed throughout the State Farm Arena. And it's getting to the point in this matchup where the WWE Universe is getting uncomfortable, Cole. It feels uncomfortable in this building right now. It's like we're witnessing something we're not supposed to be seeing.
And again, Corey, like I said before, these men have accomplished so much in their careers. Multiple-time world champions.
And none of it means a damn thing if they can't walk out of here on their own power.
Well, we said it before. This match, when you leave the Hell in a Cell, you're never the same. Your body's never the same. Your career is never the same. Drew McIntyre with CM Punk on his knees. Looking for one final blow to take out Punk here tonight at Bad Blood. Oh, and Punk, no! Punk looking at the vice! Punk looking for the Anaconda vice! Middle of the ring! Punk locking it in! Submission whole time! Ropes won't break! Can Punk get McIntyre to tap?
Punk is cranking with every fiber in his being.
And McIntyre, wrench in hand. And Punk intercepts it. And now Punk using the wrench. Banging, banging, banging. The face of McIntyre. McIntyre begging. McIntyre pleading.
You play to me!
And a low blow. The referee can do nothing about it. And that was apropos because remember what Punk did to McIntyre to cost him the world title. A low blow as an official in a referee shirt.
Punk took just a moment too long. Perhaps Punk was savoring on the fact he was delivering on his promise that McIntyre would pray to CM Punk tonight, but the Scottish Warrior had other plans and went low.
And McIntyre now. What on earth? One can only imagine.
Gotta watch the face off. Come on.
Oh my goodness. The ultimate FU from McIntyre to Punk. The plastic beads, the kind of beads that the bracelet that meant so much to CM Punk were made of. Drew McIntyre symbolically pouring them all over the head of Punk. But oh my God! Oh my God! McIntyre may have broken his back. McIntyre spine first into the steps.
Punk's got a chain.
Wrapping a chain around his knee. How can McIntyre even function?
What the hell is Punk even thinking? And McIntyre let his personal feelings get in the way of finishing the job.
He got a little too cute at the end, and it cost him. And now CM Punk looking to put McIntyre away.
You don't mess with a man's family.
Remember what McIntyre did to Punk a couple of nights after Bash in Berlin, when he ripped the bracelet off Punk's wrist, and now Punk paying back the favor, shoving the beads down his throat. Go to sleep to the chain. Cover. CM Punk survives hell.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
Punk's prediction comes true. McIntyre on his knees, not praying to God, not praying to Satan, but praying to one CM Punk. Look at the mat.
It looks like a crime scene. Well, let's relive a few of the most brutal moments. First, a Claymore from Drew McIntyre, putting CM Punk down. Surely the end. Punk disagreed.
And then this. I don't believe Punk moved for about 3 or 4 minutes after he went through the table. And this is where Drew got caught.
You don't mess with a man's family. Not his wife, not even his dog. And you only have yourself to blame, Drew McIntyre. Spine first on the steel. CM Punk with payback of his own before an epic, cathartic GTS. Go to sleep, Drew McIntyre. Tonight in the Devil's Playground, there's only room for one bully. CM Punk.
CM Punk said, I'm going to war. Why? Because the devil told me to. Ever the rebel. Ever the controversial warrior. Tonight, the Second City Saint is the Second City Devil.
Let's take another look at these closing moments again. First, the symbolic beads being stuffed down the gullet of Drew McIntyre before CM Punk delivers a final go to sleep with a chain-wrapped knee to finally exhaust the energy of the Scottish psychopath.
The symbolic slamming on the door on what has been an incredible trilogy. Both men, oh, CM Punk can't even stand. Punk collapsing in the aisleway from the exhaustion, the physicality, the loss of blood in this match.
And I understand how proud of a human being CM Punk is. But damn it, Phil, let them help you. You just put your life, your body on the line, and you won.
General Manager Adam Pearce is out there along with other officials and EMTs. Punk, always a proud man, wants to desperately walk back to the locker room.
If you're Drew McIntyre, Cole, what could you possibly be thinking right now after 10 months of poking the bee's nest? You finally got your comeuppance. Now what?
Punk being administered oxygen now after that matchup. The disappointment that McIntyre must be feeling.
And never mind the mental anguish. How about the physical pain? Both of these superstars' bodies undoubtedly racked with agony. And I don't know if you got that, Cole. You know who Punk wants in this moment. He asked for his wife. That's what this is all about.